Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to the Kop TV. A massive away win that is for Liverpool. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. A huge 3 points in our pursuit of the title. Of course, we're still behind Manchester City, but it's not to say that we can't still catch them. A lot of people are divided. Is the title race over? Is it not? I personally do not think it is. I've spoken to Man City fans who are telling me you'd be silly to think that it is also over from a Man City perspective as well. Before we get into rating the players today and the instant match reaction, make sure that you're liking the video. Comment with your thoughts below about who you thought was man of the match. And then, of course, subscribe to the Kop TV if you haven't already. Right, let's get into it. Instant match reaction and player ratings this video. So I'd like to see you all in the comments getting involved if you can. We also have Doyle's fan cam out. We have Ruby's fan cam out. And we have Mario, a bit of a new addition to the Kop TV. You saw him on the last set of fan cams, the Italian fella outside the Kop, who I've sat with on the Kop. He's a good lad. I've seen him in London as well, following the Reds. He's got the Italian Scouse accent. His fan cam is just going up soon as well. And then tomorrow, of course, we're back with Hot Copics, myself and James Redmond. So that'll be a wicked episode. But let's get into it. First half an hour, I mean, I was watching this game with Doyle. We were not impressed in the slightest. Liverpool really sloppy. I mean, the wind was incredible. I don't think I've seen wind like that, especially away from home in the Premier League for a long time. Very normally windy at Anfield. However, obviously, I can't use the wind as an excuse, but you've seen the corner flags dipping, bending over like this as Trent was taking corners. It was unbelievable. And I think in the first half an hour, we mustered up one shot on target, which was Naby Keita, which wasn't good enough for Liverpool. We all knew how frustrating this game would be as well with their new man up top, the 6'6" lad. You've got Cornet, you've got McNeil off the bench. You've got decent players in that Burnley team. Definitely a lot better since the last time we played them. And you have to give some credit to Sean Dyche for the way he's trying to create a new identity with Burnley instead of just playing it long up to Barnes and Wood. He's actually buying players that can work with the ball, that can run in behind. So Cornet for me was their biggest danger. He was offside about 4 or 5 times today. I think Sean Dyche will be gutted about how many times both he and Weghorst were both offside, to be honest with you. So, yeah, the first half an hour, that Keita shot was all we could muster up. Was not impressed at all. As the second half resumes, again, we're putting some good balls in the box. Henderson gets a yellow card and maybe gets a slight injury again. We'll see what happens there. But again, nothing to write home about until the goal, really. And the goal itself on 44 minutes, or I think it was 42 minutes from Fabinho, his 5th in 7 games, by the way. 5 more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo's got in 2022. Can you believe that? No one ever would have believed that at the start of the season. Wow. Yeah, I mean, listen, obviously it's a massive win for Liverpool, and the goal itself came at a time when we needed to break down their defence. I think if you ask anyone who watches football, what's the best time to score? It's just before half the time. What's the worst time to concede? It's just before half time, or obviously at the end to lose the game. However, scrappy goal, scrappy performance, but we take it. Again in the second half. We made a couple of changes. No Diaz. I was expecting him to come on a little bit. I can't lie. And it was maybe a clever move from Klopp today, testing out his depth in the squad. Can we win these games without even having to bring on a Diaz, who has been so good in the last couple of games for Liverpool in his first 2 games? Jota comes on, has a good chance. I think Salah maybe doesn't play the passing quick enough. Salah had a good game today, did everything apart from score. Could have got a penalty. I'm pretty sure that should have been a penalty. Yes, he had to go down, but of course, in the end, it's not necessarily a tackle where you should have to go down. If a referee sees it, I think he gives a penalty straight away. It goes without saying that it's a foul anywhere else on the pitch. So why isn't it a penalty? I don't think VAR did look at it, but didn't give it. Fair enough. So Salah, not the best game for him in terms of not scoring. But my original point of not being reliant on the Diaz to come on and win you the game, we brought Jota on, of course, but it was to more shore up, give Mane a rest after his travels back to Liverpool from Cameroon. So we did what we needed to do today. You saw Thiago coming on as well with a fantastic cameo role for 20, 25 minutes to really shore things up. Again, Navigator didn't have a bad game, but for me, Thiago plays ahead of Navigator. That's me personally. Let me know again in the comments if you agree or you don't agree with that one. I'd be very interested to know. The comments are nice tonight as well. Let's get into a couple of the comments. Big up to T-Boys TV. Yes, Alex, hope you are well. Wasn't a great game, but the 3 points is all that matters. Absolutely. We're listening to Klopp after the game, and he confirmed that. You know, the 3 points were the most important thing today. No matter how we got them to keep up with Manchester City. We had to win, considering that they won yesterday, and we did. Yes, the performance wasn't an A-class performance. However, got 3 points, and that's all that matters. Flacco with the goals. Destruidors. Destruidors. That's the. It's actually, I speak Spanish, but that's Portuguese, the title, and it means the Destroyers. Alisson and Fabinho. We've been saved today by 2 Brazilians. Let's not forget it. And big up to T-Boys TV. I'll definitely check out the videos later. Make sure you do, mate. Stephen Roberts. I think we played rather sloppy today. We did. But again, if we can play sloppy and still win and keep a clean sheet away from home in those conditions, who's going to tell us otherwise? Let's get into the player ratings then. Here's the match reaction. Is just to sum it up. One of relief, really, considering that we scored early and had to deal with maybe 50 minutes in total of Burnley pressure, but we came through it. So now it's not relief, it's more we managed the game out well. Alisson kept us in that game. Obviously, he did, made some great saves, great with his feet. Is there, I've put it on the Instagram, and answer me this question now, is there a goalkeeper in world football at the minute who is that calm under a one-on-one situation than Alisson? I would say no, personally. I do think he is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League right now. A lot of clean sheets this season. Let me know in the comments. We had someone reply to the Instagram saying the only other person he would put in that conversation is Oblak. So there you go. Big praise there for Alisson. Big up to JP LFC 199. Big up to you, fella. Bailey as well. Love the Ruby fan cam. Exactly, Bailey. Get onto it. Share it around. When I see Burnley away, I don't care about the performance and just the result. Again, a lot of the comments are reflecting that yes, the performance wasn't great, but the result certainly was. And Liverpool today gain another 3 points. We need to keep winning these games and a clean sheet too. You love to see it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can tune into Hot Topics tomorrow. That's all right, mate. It'll be on later as well. It goes up straight after it's live. Exactly. You saw the wind. You saw the wind, guys. And I don't want to sound like Ty here and say it was windy, it was rainy, but it was very windy and it was very rainy indeed. I've never seen rain like that in the Premier League. So considering we've actually come away and won that game, that's the kind of game where a horrible back pass flies over Alisson's head and goes in. Maybe we've scored horrible own goals away at Burnley before. Be up to Jimmy Traore, you know which goal I'm talking about. Was it Weghorst? He couldn't shoot. No, poor in a one-on-one situation against Alisson. JB saying we controlled the game much more when Thiago came on. And again, that's why I'd have Thiago in from the start. Him and Fabinho have this unreal relationship right now where you simply can't drop either of them. So Thiago, go to Taggy's though. It's a great place before the game outside Anfield. But Thiago and Fabinho have to start every game now for me, and there's no exceptions for that unless it is a cup game where maybe you can afford to rotate, but we want to win all the cups, so maybe not. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Thiago exceptional when he came on again. Big up yesterday on DR Sports. Thank you very much, Bailey. It was a pleasure to host that one yesterday. Henderson and Firmino, shocking in my opinion, should be near the first team at the minute. From GA double X, a big opinion there. Shocking, a very strong word. And first of all, I'd have to disagree with the use of the word shocking. I would not say that Henderson or Firmino were shocking today. Yes, they didn't have their best games ever, but these are the two players that have built us into this position. Let's not be quick to get on their backs if they do have an underperforming game. Yes, Henderson got a yellow card today. Bobby Firmino didn't score. But trust me, them two are going to have a big play to part in the rest of the season. I don't doubt that whatsoever. It's always going to be tough against Burnley in a relegation battle and away at Turf Moor. Alisson is the best. There you go. From Claudia T, big up to you. I don't think there's a better keeper one-on-one, says T-Boys. Again, I think that too. Great win. All that matters. Up the Reds, Hearts of Liverpool, Jamie Phillips. T-Boys TV. Yeah, I'll look back at it. I forgot I can do that, of course. Alex, is Abby still on DR Sports? Yes, I'm actually filming with her tomorrow, I think, on DR Sports, Bailey. for the Premier League review. So make sure you watch out for that. Has the sun ever shone at Burnley? No. Very cold, very dark, windy place. I honestly thought Bobby was bored today, says Glenn Boylan. Again, not his best game, and we will get into the player ratings now, so you can tell me if you think it's fair or not, my rating. Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson in midfield, says T-Boy. And Firmino has a stinker the last 2 games. I think this is the time, though, in the next game. Who have we got next? Norwich in the league. I would go with Jota, Diaz, and Salah. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree. I do think that is our 3 for at least the next 2 or 3 games. Jota on the middle, Salah on the right, and Diaz on the left. There you go. Alisson is awesome, 100%. Big up to you, Bailey, as well. I had to do that story and I had to make that statement, I guess, the other day. Unfortunately, listen, it's one of them things, but he's a really good guy and I've got a lot of time for him and I'm still going to be friends with him. However, he knows that if you associate yourself with that rag, unfortunately, it can't run on this channel. And he knows that. But listen, no one needs to get on to Lee or anything like that. He's a top guy and I wouldn't have that. But he understands. So it is what it is. It's one of them. Thoughts on the new kit rumours? Personally, I like it. Very reminiscent of the 2005 Champions League winning shirt, to be honest. So if that means anything, get it in and let's have it on. I like it, to be fair. People ask when we had the green trimming, why is it green? Blah, blah, blah. We're red. We've had bluish kits before. We've obviously had the crimson this season, which was a whole palaver when people jumped on my video. All about that. But I like it. People wanted plain, they've got plain. There you go. I think Klopp was saving Thiago for Inter. There you go. That's a great shout. Surprised that Jota didn't start over Firmino. Do you think Bobby's feeling the pressure of? Well, yeah, probably. Probably. I can't lie. My audio is static. What does that mean? Audio issues, fella. Let's try and fix that.
Can you hear me now? Is that good? Are we better? Are we there? Let me know in the comments. Right, player ratings. Let's get into that. Alisson in goal. Man of the match. I am going for a 9.5 out of 10. It would have been 10 if he maybe scored himself. However, I'm going for a 9.5 out of 10. Alisson, unbelievable. Kept out so many chances. Not so many. He kept out 3 or 4 chances when, to be honest, again, a lot of them were offside, but he didn't know that. Alisson, unbelievable, especially with his feet. Brilliant. Fantastic. Again, people saying 9, man of the match. Again, my man of the match too. The first Brazilian to save us. Trent today. Sound game, 7 out of 10. Was whipping the balls in. Defensively was sound. Thought he scored an own goal through the camera angle at one point, but that wasn't to be. Buzzing that didn't happen, to be fair, obviously. So, yeah, a solid performance from Trent. Didn't get his assist that he's been so used to getting in recent games. However, he had a great game. So give him 7 out of 10. You can't give him any higher or any less. Sorry, just a bit of technical difficulties getting Mario's fan cam up there as well. But then in the middle, Virgil and Joel Matip, again, commanding, looked after the strikers that they had. Didn't really put that much pressure on us, if I'm honest. Again, I mentioned a lot of their chances were offside, and I'm sure Sean Dyche will be hugely disappointed with that. However, I'm going to go with this, actually. I was just about to say Van Dijk 7.5 and Matip 8. I will go for that. West Ham have just equalised as well against Leicester. It's now 2-2 in that game. What a little mini classic that is. Van Dijk 8, same as Matip. I'm going to go Van Dijk 7.5 just because I saw some 1 or 2. Again, you can't bring him down too much. It's 1 or 2 tiny little, maybe indecisive passes. Gary Richards going for a 7 as well. Left back Robertson today, 7. Can't give him any more than that. Bailey going with 7 as well for Robbo. Let's get into the midfield. Henderson got a yellow card. Wasn't his best ever game. However, still won it. Captained us to victory. And that's all you can ask for, essentially. And Jordan Henderson once again shows us what it means to be a Liverpool captain. Yes, he got the yellow card, but he gets us the win and carries on, and that's what we like to see. So Henderson gets a, what should we give him, guys? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go with the 6.5. Yes, it might sound a tiny bit harsh, But that's what I'm going with today. Again, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. I'm interested to hear, especially on Henderson's performance. 6s there from T-Boy, 6.5 for Robber there from Gary, Hendo 6, Ali Grupo 6, and a 6 there from Dinesh. So there you go. WhatsApp web going crazy. Trust me, hella messages coming in. Cater a contender for man of the match, says Bailey. Interesting that. I will go with an 8 for Cater. Yes, he came off for Thiago, which was necessary. But when you start over Thiago, you have to play well, and he did today. I can't have a go at Cater's performance. Had a good shot on target. Could have scored on another day. So yes, 8 I'm going to give him. In the midfield with him was Fabinho. Again, 5 goals, guys, in 7 games in 2022. Ronaldo has 0. Fabinho has 5. Some going, that is, for a central defensive midfielder. I love to see it from him. Let's get your player ratings in for Fabinho. The match winner, the goal scorer. Sloppy goal, of course, but we take it. We definitely take it. As Dave says here, a big win today. It was wet and windy and physical, but we did a professional performance, and that's what it was today. 10 out of 10 there from Dinesh. Fabinho is a 10. I'm sorry, I don't care. 10 for Fabinho. Fabinho is a goal machine in 2022. Listen, if we're giving Alisson a 9.5 and he's our man of the match, then we also have to give, let's give Fabinho a 9.25. Very, very precise. JB going for a 9, Saint for a 10. Interesting. Gary Richards, 9 as well. And people complain that midfielders don't score. Well, he did today. Big up to Debo, Alisson, Thiago, Fabinho, absolutely the dogs. Bollocks. Love that old saying. Old school, that one. A bit of rotation ready for the Milan game. A lot of offside, which is tactical, and Liverpool are the best at it. What more can you ask for? And people complain that midfielders don't score. We read that one out, a 9.49. Al Becker, 10, says Gary. Well, there you go. There's your midfield. And then up front, again, I'm going to have to group Firmino and Mane together and give them both a 6. Quiet games for them. Yes, of course, they'll be back. Alier, I'm back on Don Robbie tomorrow doing the Premier League review. But yeah, Mane and Firmino, quiet games, both get a 6. That would definitely improve, though. Salah started the game. He gets a 7.5 today. Again, I mentioned earlier, almost did everything but score. Jota came on, missed a decent chance, maybe a slower pass from Salah. He gets a 7 from coming on the bench. Milner came on for about 30 seconds as well. And Thiago, he gets a 7.5. Only for his, to be fair, if he played the full game, he probably would have got an 8 or a 9. But we only saw half an hour of him. So there you go. Thank you, Sugar Saint, loving the DR stuff. Bobby, a 6 for me. Mane, a 5, says Gary. Front 3 equals 6.5 from Claudia. Salah should have wrapped up the game with that Jota pass. Would you start Harvey against Inter no minutes today? I would. With Thiago and Fabinho. Salah gets a 7. Thiago a 7, says JB. Right, there you go. Instant match reaction and player ratings all in one video for you guys. You've been great in the stream. It's only going to be a quick show, this one, but don't worry. Ruby's fan cam is up. Doyle's fan cam is up. Mario's fan cam is up as well. And we've got Hot Topics tomorrow as well. And on Tuesday, we have a live match preview with an Inter Milan fan. Very exciting that's going to be. I tell you right now, that is going to be fantastic. Full time at the King Power. It's 2-2. Very late equaliser from West Ham. Another draw there for Leicester and West Ham. Yes, lad, up the Reds. Who's Mario? You'll see enough about Mario, trust me. Up the Reds, and we'll see you next week. Have a great one. As Liverpool take another 3 points, 14 wins, and we've won this Premier League.
Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.